Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be Classic versus Maru from GSL Season 1 2024 on Oceanborn. Bottom right, it is Maru. Top left, it is Classic. Let's go ahead and see how Classic's going to handle Maru. He is a multiple-time GSL champ. I think he has 7 GSL championships before GSL Season 1 2024, so... man, he is super comfortable in a GSL, right? Right. Okay, so hit that like button if you're excited to see what's going to go on here in Classic versus Maru. Very interesting to see. Again, this is more about what Classic is going to do to try to slow down Maru than the other way around, I guess. Right? It's kind of tricky. The perspective here has really got to be... I don't know. The perspective just has to be that Maru's the aggressor, right? Not that Classic's the aggressor necessarily. That Maru's going to be the one who's going to be trying to dictate this matchup, and Classic's going to be like, all right, we gots to deal. We gots to deal with this, y'all. So... ye old gateway warping in. Barracks kind of up on the other side here too. Ooh, Rainer qualified for the next GSL. He moved to Korea with a specific goal of competing in GSL Season 2 of 2024. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do. He hasn't done very well in GSLs when he's moved to Korea for that very purpose. So curious to see how he's going to do this time around. He does seem to be a little bit more locked in with it. I do wonder if maybe he just kind of felt like he could move to Korea and compete in GSL and win it without really focusing and like making it a priority. And maybe this time he is taking it more seriously. He is older, after all. I mean, we all are. We're all older since the last time that happened. All right, so Reaper name from Yannick Dufil, a long-time sub. Reaper name Bob, just plain Bob. Unlucky Bob, who was just minding his own business, strolling in the street and got enrolled by a patrol of Emperor Minsk. Got re-socialized and put in a Reaper suit. Good luck, Bob. Excellent stuff here from Yannick. Hope you're having a good time, dude. Thanks for sending in a Reaper name. I always appreciate it. Now, what's the play going to be? How are the plays? We've got, ooh, juking back and forth. Juking back and forth. And no, does not get any kills. Adept is here to make sure that doesn't happen. Stargate is coming in from Classic. We're going to make an Oracle here. We're going to go for some Phoenix-type stuff. Void Ray is really bad against Terran, which is why I get so mad in 3v3s, where I've got a Protoss teammate, and the other team's like 3 Terrans, and they make mass Void Rays, and it's like, dude, this is not a build. This is not a build against Terran. They have 8,000 answers to Void Rays, sir. Marines. Marines alone are an insanely good answer. We're just going to sacrifice this Adept to try to get this. We are. We're sacking this Adept for that SCV. I mean, it's a delay on the command center, which is nice, so that probably evened out, I guess, even though this is 125. Oh, which has also died for Maru. Oh, Reaper went down. Did you? Where did you die, Reaper? We must find you now. How did you die, Reaper? Bob, how'd you die? You're doing fine, right? Just hanging out. He must have tried to hop up here. Yeah, okay. And then they body block him and kill him. Fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. Cyclone on the way to defend against anything that's coming into the base here. Starport. It's probably the next thing after this factory. Get some medevacs out on the field, too. There's your Starport. Cool medevacs on Zeve. And all right, man. Bringing some Marines across the map here. And a Cyclone. Little bit of a push. I don't know if this is necessarily going to get a win. Oh, and it is Phoenix here from Classic. You know what? I like it. I like that it's Phoenix here. Because you can lift Cyclones, you can lift Siege Tanks, you can do pretty well against these little pushes from a Terran. Third base is coming in from Maru. I mean, this is some hardcore macro from him, while also obviously pressuring the front. Is he brave enough to poke in and see what's going on? He's like, all right, Cyclones at the back. Marines at the front, got to meat shield them a little bit. There are no upgrades on these Marines because we've been making things like, well, Widow Mines, but Cyclones too. And medevacs and stuff. Is he going to wait for the medevac to get over here? Where is that medevac, by the way? Here he is. Oh, he's just showed up, or she just showed up, whatever. Shield battery up. Couple stalkers and an adept. Shield battery overcharge. Really good. Chrono boosting out an immortal. Try to stay alive here. Phoenix come in, lift and kill. Ooh. Couple less CVs here inside the main base. That's fun. Delaying construction on the command center a little bit. You have not enough energy for Graviton on that guy, huh? Alright, well, that's the problem when you only have a couple Phoenix. The energy levels are low. Third Nexus warps in from Classic. I don't know if he knows that Maru is... Okay, just immediately gets canceled. Not the greatest choice. Just kind of a free cancel there. Cyclones locking on. Widowmine. Run, Widowmine! Wiggle your little legs in a running motion. Phoenix come in, lifts the Widowmine, and it gets killed. That's a nice pick off for Classic. Adept gets picked off too here. I think the Cyclone killed it. And the Cyclones are fast enough to run. Done against Blink, but Blink's not on the way. It's a very fast robotics bay here. Are we trying to get some Colossus out? What are we doing with this robo facility? Colossus it is, yes. Interference Matrix on the way here from Maru. Is he going to lift this orbital and land it is the larger question, right? You gonna do the thing, sir? Okay, maybe he's just using this to do mules and make SCVs? That's a fine thing to do if you feel like you can't maybe defend your third base if you put it down, but there's not a lot here from Classic, right? Not an army that's going to kill an orbital super duper fast. I mean, look, the Immortals and the Stalkers both do bonus damage to armored stuff, which buildings are. So in that sense, sure. Extended Thermal Lance is on the way here. Twilight Council coming in next for Classic. And everything's just kind of chill, right? Just being chill. That's all you got to do. Gotta be chill. Finally, Maru decides that this orbital is worthy of landing at the third base location and being a third base. Sentry coming in here from Classic. Guardian Shield, Force Fields, all this stuff is good. 1 Colossus here, 2 Colossus. 3 Colossus is generally the number that you want if you're going to deal with some kind of an attack here in this, you know, around this time of the game from somebody like Maru. It can be very scary. Combat Shield finally on the way at about 6.5 minutes. Seems late, but I guess Maru hasn't really forced any engagements. 4th base coming in from Classic. Are you kidding? I mean, he does want to be up a base on the Terran player here. Totally understand that, but yo. All right, forward, gate. A lot of gates coming in from Classic. 6 of them coming in right now, in addition to the bajillion he already has. And by that I mean 2. So he's going up to 8 gates. Double Raven. They are gathering energy for ye old interference matrices or disables, whatever you want to call them. Technically, they're interference matrices. Armory coming in from Maru. Dark Shrine on the way. I don't know that Classic's behind, necessarily. He's at 71 probes to 60 SCVs. The income tab looks like this. It's largely Classic over the last 5 minutes. Obviously, mules are dragging that down time to time. Obviously, the third base landing dragged it into Maru's side for a minute, too. But yeah, this mule group is wearing off and exploding. 5th base from Classic. Yo, okay. I guess. Fair enough. Yeah, the income creeps back up to Classic side because those mules are gone. All right, man. Maru pushing out. He's like, I got Marines, I got Combat Shield, I got Cyclones, I got a couple tanks. By that, I mean 1 siege tank. 2 Ravens with pretty much full energy here. This is going to be an interesting hold for Classic. I mean, it is 3 base shenaniganry here up the wazoo. And jumping. Interference matrix, jumping force fields. Do not keep the Terran army far enough away. All 3 Colossus are interfered with and getting target fired, but all 3 of them do manage to stay alive, and they're popping out and they're throwing down their lasers now. That was a huge play for Classic to keep all 3 of those Colossus alive. Lifting the siege tank is the Phoenix here, and I think Classic has held that attack just with some really solid Colossus micro, getting them out of there. And Maru tried to kill them, couldn't do it, and took a lot of damage from other stuff too. I think that might have been a mistake from Maru. Look at Classic. He's on 5 bases. Maru's got to go home licking his wounds. He's got to be very displeased about that. Let's go ahead and go for maybe a Doom drop. Maybe try to catch up here, says Maru. Yeah, man, I don't know if Classic could be in a better position here. He's up at 7 workers. I mean, I guess he had to pull some probes back there. No, actually, he did not. No probes died. Fair. Army value is bigger for Maru. Dude, the drop in here is going to be crazy, though. Just drops right into the nat. Army. Oh, we're doing this. Okay, we're sending some DTs over into Maru's base. We're pushing. All right, we're base racing, I guess. Maru's not going home. He wipes out the natural base of Classic. Classic's forcing liftoff on, well, one of the bases of Maru, and then Classic does recall home into the main to deal with this, and that's going to be just fine. This game is bonkers. Wow. All right, man. So DT's causing all sorts of problems. 15 SCVs died among all three of these bases. War Prism comes swinging back in and dies to a Widow Mine after taking some shots from a turret. That's a little bit sloppy from Classic, unfortunately. That could have been pretty dangerous. But yeah, DT gets scanned and killed after getting a couple more SCV kills there. But yo, 78 56 workers. Maru kind of needs to do something. And he kind of needs to do something now. Natural base did die for Classic. We saw that happen. Main base is pretty much unscathed, though. These upgrades are still coming in apace, which is nice. Blinks on the way for Classic, which seems late, but he was going for those Colossus fast. And the answer to the Colossus is going to be the Vikings for Maru. Armor value is about even, but again, Classic's income is better. It simply is, even with the aspect of Mules, Terran players, and Protoss players. So, charge is done. Yes, charge is done. Upgrades are sitting at a pretty cool +2 attack, +1 armor here for the ground units for Classic. On the other side for Maru, he's got +2/+2, so he does have an upgrade advantage. And he's going to try to swing down. What do we got here, man? Ghosts are being added in. EMP is going to be a big play of battles fairly soon. Maybe this upcoming one, actually. These ghosts are joining the party. Obs goes up in observation mode on the high ground. I'm not sure that Classic... or I guess I don't know that Maru sees that. I don't know about coming in here, man. It's a nice... Marauder count is heavy. Dude, I'd kill for some Storm right now. Vikings swing to the south, and they do pick off one of the Colossus. Colossus are trying to stutter step, but no! That is just too much Terran. Classic overextending, losing all of his Colossus. He does kill 23 SCVs. So the worker count is 78 to 36 for Classic, but I don't know if he has the big ticket items required to deal with this army that's left over from Maru. It's Marauders, it's Marines. It is an 84 to 47 army supply advantage here from Maru. That's huge. This game is crazy. Classic's like, I can't deal with it. I gotta go. I gotta go the other side. We're gonna warp in Zealots. We're just gonna try to base race. They say never base race a Terran, but guess who's gonna base race a Terran? Classic is. He's feeling all of his oats right now. Probes dying, SCVs dying on the other side of the map. Pulling the boys. Maru brings his SCVs over to try to help with extra DPS. They're not any use back home either. I think there are more buildings from Classic, though, to kill. But there might just be more damage output from Maru with the Marauders and the Marines. Look how fast they just depower everything. Pylons die instantaneously, it feels like. This natural base is going to go down. These SCVs are giving it a hug of death there. This orbital fleeing, this orbital getting out of here is a pretty big deal. This orbital dying would be huge. But yeah, look at this Classic. He's got base here. He's got a base here. He's warping and stuff over here, too. I think there are just too many buildings for Maru to really feel comfortable about winning this game. Buildings lifting, running. There's a reason they say never base race a Terran, and this is the reason, friends. Because this happens. Oh, do not let this orbital. He's going to let this orbital burn down. Maru! Maru, no. That's a huge mistake. Okay. He just lost that orbital for absolutely no reason. He could have left it down here pretty much indefinitely. The third base dies for Classic, but again, he's got two more bases, including the main. He does recall out. Oh, this is a beautiful play from Classic. I like it. He's like, I've killed everything you've got, sir. Maru does not have the money to build a new command center. He does not have a command center either. What is happening right now? This is it. This is it for Maru. He needs to win this game now. The longer the game goes on, the worse it is for him. The worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse it is for him. Classic taking a new base down here. Maru's back inside the main base. He is going to pause the upgrades on the forges, but not kill them. Depower. Oh, all of these warp gates are depowered. Now denying ground armor level 3. Depowering the warp gates again as a new pylon came up here. Maru's just floating his buildings to this top corner. What is happening? Dude, Classic has money income right now. He rebuilt the Dark Shrine. That's huge! He rebuilt the Dark Shrine. There is no comm set available for Maru. There are no Ravens either. DTs are going to win this for Classic. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, this game's getting an epic tag. What a crazy match this is. I know we're not even 20 minutes in, but this has been the back and the forth, and so much stuff has died, and Maru's trying to do this thing with the power of Marines and Marauders, Medevacs, and Landed Vikings. And yeah, Classic's going to lose another Nexus. But he's got 3 more after this one. That's not great if you're a Terran fan, is it? So, this is it. The DT? That's it? That's it? Oh, EMP, though. There is EMP with the Ghosts. The Ghosts can reveal the DTs by hitting them and decloaking them with EMP. I'm going to say EMP again just for good measure. Okay, that's the one thing. That's the one thing that is keeping Maru alive here. If these ghosts die, if all of these 3 ghosts die, then the DTs are going to win this game. Charging on in here. Charge lots in the face. Probes on the backside. EMPs do get tossed down. I don't know if the DTs get anything done. The Marines and Marauders are backed into the corner, and that's a GG. Classic is our winner. In 15 minutes and 23 seconds. What an insane show. Holy cow. What a great PVT that was. One of the best ones. One of the best ones I've seen. Classic gets the win. It wasn't even real. Was it DTs? 0 kills. That guy's got 6 kills. Back it up. Where's my 6-kill DT? My beloved friend here. And why can't I select him? Pause. Select DT. Oh, here we go. One of them ends up getting 4 kills here. I don't know which one it is. Hang on. This guy. Where is he? Hang on. I got a center on him. He's here somewhere. That's a D. Is that him? No. I don't know where he is. I can't see him. Yeah, Zealots are dying, but they're supposed to die here. Either way, whatever. Hero DT in the muck there, getting the win. And Classic. They say never base race a Terran. Nobody ever told Classic, and he gets that win like an absolute boss man. Resources lost more for Classic, which is even more impressive. The buildings lost alone here are staggering. 3 orbitals went down for the Terran. 7 Nexuses died for Classic, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to kill him. 73 probes died. 78 SAVs died again. Worker deaths in this game don't matter as much either. But yeah, that was so fun. And Classic takes down Maru, who has a few GSLs under his belt. We talked about that at the start of the cast. Yeah, I think holding that early attack really helped. And then his decision to just be like, I'm not engaging with Maru's army twice. He's like, I'm just going. I'm going to go base race this guy. And Maru's like, all right, good luck, I guess. And then he won. What a madman. What a madman Classic is. This is definitely getting an epic tag. That was super fun. So, okay, that's it, man. That's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.